Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 5A SIC championship game on a Friday night here on Treasure Valley Game Night. We are live coming to you from Mountain View High School, where tonight the 7-1 Rocky Mountain Grizzlies take on the 8-0 Mountain View Mavericks. It's an IdahoSports.com game streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valley-Wide Cooperative. Also, our power boosters tonight include Gridiron Rehab and Athletic Fitness, Ultimate Heating and Air, Dona Jecka with Pacific Residential Mortgage, the College of Western Idaho, Metro Appraisals, and Big Judd's. And our webcast sponsors, Bob's Bicycles of Boise. And also don't forget our kickoff sponsor tonight, D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is Community Banking. Well, hi again, everybody. Wayne Desir back along with Clay Hatfield on a 48-degree night. It was like 70 degrees earlier today, Clay. Now it's 48, but the good news is it stopped pouring rain. It's not raining right now.
Stopped pouring rain, and we're not supposed to get any more for the rest of the night, so hopefully that holds true. You know what? I was just checking the weather forecast because that's what they said, and then look what they just did to us. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 40. Yeah. Well, check that then.
Yeah, so you know what? I think they look out the window, and if they see the rain coming in on the phone, they change it when it suits their fancy. So here we go.
We could be playing in the rain tonight then.
Yeah, but I tell you what, it definitely feels now like October 22nd. It didn't earlier today when it was 72. Rocky Mountain going to kick off. Rocky Mountain won the toss, deferred to the third period. And again, remember, these two teams met way back in August, and the final score was 26-20. Mountain View won it. Since then, Mountain View has not. They've gone on to an 8-0 record. Rocky Mountain, that was their only loss of the year. We'll talk about a couple of common opponents that were big-time common opponents and how close these games were. So here we are. This is for the 5A SIC Championship. Both teams will qualify for state. They're already state-bound, and this is our D.L. Evans kickoff right here. D.L. Evans Bank. This is Community Banking, and it's going to drop inside the 5-yard line, and it's taken there. by Rylan Elliott.
That was number 3 there on the return.
That is Quintez Evans. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Quintez Evans, and he'll play a big part in this game. In the last game, Clay, he rushed for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns on 30 carries in that 26-20 win.
And then had a couple receptions just for good measure in there as well. So he touched the ball, pushing 40 times in that game.
Yeah.
And I expect to see the workhorse get that many touches again tonight.
And they got another kid behind him, Dallas Slocum, who is pretty good as well. So they make a good 1-2 punch for Mountain View. I did a couple of games this year. One, of course, was a blowout against Bora. Did the Capital game last week, and that was interesting. And, of course, I did that Meridian game. It was 14-13 early on. So here we go. The handoff. Quintez Evans up the middle. Nice little hole out across the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
Tackle there by Daniel Juarez III, but a good 6-yard pickup on first down by a name we're going to be calling all night tonight in Quintez Evans, who had a nice write-up in the Press Tribune late last week or earlier this week.
Yeah, he's the guy. That's who they go to. And, again, they go right up the middle to him. But this time he's going to be ridden down behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 25, loss of about a yard.
Mason Jacobson got through that hole untouched and blew the play up just right after Quintez Evans touched the ball.
So we haven't talked about Dawson Wall, the quarterback. He's been pretty much steady Eddie all year long, doing a great job for Mountain View. He's got a 3rd down and 5 now from the 25. He's got Quintez Evans to his right, and there could have been motion. There was a 5-yard penalty against Mountain View. I didn't see the movement, but boy, I tell you, the Rocky defense was all over it.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody move either, but Rocky was right there and made the call for the officials.
Making it easy for the officials. That'll back it up to the 20, so now the Mavericks looking at 3rd down and 10. Dawson Wall now changing things around. He sends Grayson Flatten to the left, had him over to the right, now switches him out way far to the left. Flatten, I tell you what, he can catch some balls. High snap, taken down by Wall, hands it up to Quintez Evans. Evans breaks it, 30, 35, 40, out to the 44-yard line before he goes down. You know, he looked like he was stopped, Clay, in the backfield, and he got out of there, and man, can he skirt.
And that was about 26 yards after initial contact that he was able to pick up there, just shrugged off the tackle. That happened about 4 yards after he took the ball and exploded for a huge carry.
Well, it was almost disaster. It was a high snap almost over Wall's head. He grabbed it and was lucky to get it down in the belly of Quintez Evans, who has it again out to the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9. But, boy, what a great game by Quintez Evans on a play that had disaster written all over it because of the high snap.
And a good job by Dawson Wall not to lose his composure, not to panic on that snap and get the ball to Quintez Evans, who did the rest.
Yeah, I'm still surprised they ran on 3rd down and 10, but they did. Back to pass. Wall flips it out to Evans in the flat. Nice defensive play made by Rocky. Maybe a gain of about a yard. That's it.
Yeah, Micah Clyde there read that play early and got on Evans quickly. And again, picked up maybe 2 yards, so 3rd and long here.
Yep.
Just a nice read there.
So really that second play didn't gain anything at all because Quintez Evans got a yard on the 1st down. 2nd down, little pass, no gain, so 3rd and 9. Let's see what they do now. Wall was barking signals, then looks over at the sideline. They use that a lot to try to draw the defense off, but that time Rocky held steady. And there's another bad snap. It's on the turf, and Quintez Evans recovers it back at the 38-yard line. That's a loss of 7 yards, so it's going to be actually 8 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and 17, and we're talking punt time for the Mountain View Mavericks.
Yeah, a couple problems there on the snaps. That didn't look like a bad snap for Wall. It looked like the ball just got away from him. Evans jumped on it. A big loss and forcing Mountain View to punt on their opening possession.
So Rocky Mountain says Daniel Juarez back deep. He's inside his 25-yard line. Wall kicks it. Nice spiraling long kick. And Juarez takes it, spins at the 18, gets back to the 19-yard line, and that's it. Man, what a catch by Daniel Juarez.
And a nice open field tackle there by Braden Garrison to bring him down.
So this is where Rocky will have it at the 19-yard line to start their first series. So a couple of first downs, and that was it for the Mountain View Mavericks. And Rocky Mountain looking for, I hate to use the word revenge, but you got to know that they're looking to beat them up tonight. They got beat. It's the only loss of the year. They want to erase that loss with a win tonight.
And they got beat on their home field, so they're looking to beat them.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Tegan Sweeney is the quarterback. Sends a man in motion. Throws out that way. It's complete. Out to the 25, out to the 30, down the sideline to the 35-yard line. Just a quick little outlet pass sending out there to Hunter Steeker.
Yeah, that really wasn't anything. It looked from the beginning, but Steeker was able to catch that and turn it into something. He picked up about 15 yards on the play.
Arthur Williams, the running back. Steeker now goes to the right side. He sets up in the slot on the far right. 2 receivers, far to the right. Another one to the left. Power to the left side. Hand up, no fake. They get it out to Steeker again. Steeker one-on-one. Nice open field tackle by the Mountain View Mavericks. Wow. I think that one was made there by Huggins. Tyler Huggins looks like he got him.
Yeah, and Aiden Whipple was there as well. So a nice tackle for a short gain there on first down. Brings up 2nd and long now.
Rocky just trying to get that one-on-one out in the flat, and they did, but when you make the open field tackle, it doesn't work out too well.
That was shut down quickly.
Yeah, it was. Jacobson comes to the near side. 3 receivers, in fact, to the near side on 2nd down and 9. Keeper by Sweeney, and Sweeney gets out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Faked it to Arthur Williams and then kept it up the middle. Nothing fancy about that, but Sweeney gets a few yards and makes it a 3rd and makeable 3.
Yeah, I think that was just a read option there by Sweeney. He made the call to keep the ball himself, found a gap, and was able to pick up some yardage.
3rd down, we'll call it a long 2, short 3, right at the 41-yard line. Empty backfield, 3 receivers near side. Sweeney back to pass, gets some pressure over the middle, throws behind his receiver, but it's caught for a 1st down, and that's Arthur Williams coming out of the backfield.
A nice catch by Williams there to adjust that ball. You said it was thrown behind him, and as he was going to the ground on this slick turf, he was able to pick that ball up. So nice catch for a 1st down.
Out to the 47-yard line. You're right. It's a little slick out there.
Yeah.
When I came here, it was pouring cats and dogs. It really was. And you could just see all the water just standing out on the field. Fortunately, it's a brand new artificial surface, and it just drained very well. So 1st down and 10. Play action fake again. Out this way to Steeker, and Steeker takes a big hit at the 45-yard line of Mountain View. And he's down, but not until he got 8 yards.
Yeah, and Braden Garrison really had to work for that tackle to get him down. There was a Mountain View bench was screaming for a hold on this near side, but just good blocking downfield by the wide receivers for Rocky Mountain.
So a good drive here by Rocky Mountain, the Grizzlies. Just underway, 6:18 to go here in the 1st period. Sweeney back to pass. Look downfield, throws over the middle. It is complete right on the target at the 32-yard line. And that one is caught there by number 11. That's Luke Lucchini.
And again, just reading what the defense had given him is Sweeney, and he found Lucchini sitting in an open pocket in that zone and just fired the ball in there for the 1st down.
They'll mark him down at the 33. Man in motion. Sweeney fakes it to Williams, looks downfield, throws over the middle, incomplete. I think he either overthrew his intended receiver, Steeker, or underthrew another receiver down the field. He was right between the two of them.
Between them. And he may have been forced to get rid of that ball sooner as the Mountain View Mavericks defense sent a safety blitz in there.
That was kind of what we call the tweener.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Mason deep and Steeker up a little bit, right between them. So 2nd down and 10, so no harm, no foul on 1st down. Sweeney, Arthur Williams right next to him, hands it off to him. Williams going to carry down to about the 31-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Garrett McKenna in there on the tackle from his D-line, 6'1", 215-pound senior.
3rd down and 8 from the 31-yard line. And again, you get one of those early 1st quarter big plays for both the defense and the offense. Trying to keep this drive alive. Empty backfield as Williams goes out and sets up as a wide receiver way out to the right. And then a timeout. I mean, that bothered Mountain View, so they decided to call timeout and said, not sure about that, so we'll take a timeout. We're going to do likewise. We'll be right back on IdahoSports.com. No score here, 5:16 to go in the first period.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to Mountain View High School. Wayne DeZubak, Clay Hatfield with you on a Friday night. It's Treasure Valley Game Night in town, presented by Mountain West Bank, and 5:16 to go here in the first. No score. Mountain View had the ball first, got a couple of first downs, kicked it away, and right now it's 3rd down and 8 for Rocky Mountain on the Mountain View 31-yard line.
I think this will be 2-down territory here if they don't pick up the first down. Still a little bit far out for a field goal try, I think.
Arthur Williams sets up, and again the whistles blow. So this is the second time they set up in the exact same formation with Arthur Williams going in motion all the way out to the right, setting up. And then they called, apparently, I'm not sure what happened, but one of the Maverick players is coming off the field, Alamine Ambiola coming off the field. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. He's not adjusting any equipment or anything there.
Usually it's an equipment problem. Here we go. Sweeney at quarterback. Empty backfield again with 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. So 5 receivers in the pattern on 3rd down and 8. Sweeney steps it up, throws it underneath the coverage, and it's low, incomplete. Intended for Steeker.
And again, a little bit of pressure there from the Mountain View Maverick defense with Jackson Beck getting up in Sweeney's face a little bit as he was trying to throw that ball.
So you talked about it being 4-down territory here because it's a little too far for a field goal.
Some days I earn my paycheck.
And here we go, 4th down and 8. Williams in the backfield with Sweeney. Sweeney in that shotgun. Maverick showing blitz. They're coming hard. Throws it down into the end zone, incomplete. And boy, the pressure came, and that forced a quick early throw. And there's no way you're going to be on target that time. That one was intended for Jackson Mason, but nowhere close.
Yeah, and that was Owen McBride that got back there on the blitz to disrupt that play. And it didn't look like the receiver was really expecting it. Didn't put his arms up or anything, try to make the catch. Looked a little surprised that the ball was coming his way.
Again, that pressure being brought by the Mountain View defense. So here we go. Mavericks on offense again. So both teams have had the ball. Both teams have showed a penchant for moving it. You know, you were talking about the first game where Mountain View jumped to a 19-0 lead and then ended up winning that 26-20. But they were up. Mountain View was 19-0 in the ball game. Handoff, Quintez Evans. Evans, very patient, is going to get close to a first down across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
And you said it there. He was patient on that run. He got past the original line of scrimmage, and then just waited for his blockers to pick guys up before he made his cut and his move upfield.
Yeah, he got about 5 yards into that run, just kind of slowed down, waited for a blocker, and then got 5 more, and he got 11 yards, so a first down for Quintez Evans. Again, Evans up the middle. Evans taken down immediately there. Looks like Mason Jacobson got him from behind.
Yeah, and Braden Garrison was there as well and on the tackle. Whoop, looking at the wrong one. Mason Jacobson, yes, you're right. So good play by Jacobson off the D-line. A big boy, too, 6'3", 240 pounds. That's a lot to block down there.
Yeah, no question. So 2nd down, and we'll call it, it's 8. It's like 8.5.
Yeah, we'll round down.
It's a tweener again. Back to pass, Wall. Wall throws underneath the Quintez Evans, who's been really the main target tonight, whether handing it off or throwing it to him, and he gets it across the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and I don't know that anybody but Evans has touched the ball so far for Mountain View.
I haven't seen anybody yet, to my knowledge.
So we talked about him being the workhorse at the top of the game, and he's proving it right now.
Yep, 3rd down, long 4. Ball at the Maverick 47-yard line. Wall looked over to the sideline, got the signal. He's in the shotgun. Evans to his right. Fakes it to him. Now he's going to run it. Now he's going to throw it. Knocked away at the last second. What a great knockaway that time by Caden Kelly.
Yeah, it really was there. Receiver was open. He closed quickly on it and was able just to swat that ball out of the air and force Mountain View into another punt.
So both these teams now, big, prize fighters going at it. Round 3 coming up, and they just keep going after each other.
This is an exciting game so far early on, even though nobody's scored. It's been a lot of work for both teams to pick up yardage.
All right, there's the punt. Big punt. Calling for a fair catch is Troy Wilkie inside the 10. Those soccer lines always get me goofed up. He's going to catch it right at the 9-yard line.
I'm surprised he didn't let that one bounce into the end zone. The coverage wasn't there yet for Mountain View.
The attitude's almost changed about that because I've always been told inside the 10, don't field it. And anymore, they do. They fair catch it.
Which I don't. I'm not sure I understand that entirely.
Well, here's my big problem with this press box. They got a great big 2-foot blockage right there. Now, I've got to come over and almost sit in your lap to see this play as they take it first down and 10 from the 9-yard line. Williams, the running back, and they hand it off to him. And Williams going to carry it across the 10 out to about the 13.
Tackle made there by number 8, Braden Garrison, the linebacker. We've called his name a few times tonight.
And I'm going to give Williams even a little more than that. He's out at the 15-yard line. So good gain of about 6. It'll be second down and 4. Again, Williams trying to get around. He spun around, stays on his feet, and gets out close to the 20-yard line. And that would be close to a first down, and it is. So Arthur Williams, he's 200 pounds, Clay, and he's tough to bring down.
Yeah, and he's not the tallest guy either, so he's got a nice low center of gravity. They have him listed at 6 foot, but we know what that means.
I know. But I tell you what, I would have loved to have been listed at 6 foot. I would have loved. They put me at 5'10", and that was stretching it.
Flag on the far side stops play.
See what we got here. Referee is mic'd up tonight, so I'm hoping he'll help us out. See if we can hear him. All right, no penalty. They just kind of want to let everybody know that they're watching them.
Yeah, just a sideline warning there against Rocky. Keep behind the lines, boys.
Rocky getting excited. That whole bench right down right at the inside the 30. They're really close to where they need to not be. Handoff to Arthur Williams up the middle. He is stood up as he gets to the 22-yard line, so not much there.
I just tried to punch it up the gut, did Williams, and there wasn't a lot of running room there. The defensive line for Mountain View held strong.
You got to keep them honest and try that up the middle thing. 1:59 to go here in the first period. No score, folks. It's the 5A SIC championship game on a 48-degree night, but no rain. That's the good news. Rain in the forecast, but right now, nothing falling. Boy, it fell heavy for a couple of hours this afternoon.
Yes, it did.
Back to pass. Sweeney. Now he's running. And he's going to be brought down at the 27-yard line. So he got out of trouble, got some positive yardage out of a tough situation, got about 4 yards, but that's going to bring up third down and 3.
And he got pancaked there by Tyler Halford. Took him down hard.
Clock runs, 1:15 to go here in the first period. Sweeney with Arthur Williams right behind him. Big third down play. Sweeney looks over at the Rocky Mountain sideline. Crowd getting into it now. Mountain View fans right in front of us here in the press box. They send a man in motion. And we got a whistle and a flag, got a legal procedure. Had a couple of guys in motion at the same time.
So that'll change the play call here, make it third and longer. With 3rd and 4, Art Williams can, pick up 4 yards pretty easy, but now it's 3rd and 8, so I think they're going to have to go to the air here.
We'll see what they do. Sweeney and company. Keegan Sweeney, 19 touchdown passes this year. Steeker has been his main target so far tonight. But we'll see what he does now. He's got Jacobson and Hanchett to the left. Back to pass, looking that way. Now he's throwing deep for Hanchett. Hanchett goes up for it, tries to high point it, but can't come down with it. Actually, that was Jacobson who tried to come down with it.
A nice coverage there by Braden Garrison. He was step for step with Jacobson on that. And Rocky's forced into a punt.
Yeah, those two, Hanchett and Jacobson, did a little crossing pattern. Got me crossed up. It was Jacobson who came out, tried to catch the ball. So it's 4th down and long, 4th down and 8, with 29 seconds to go here in the first period. And once again, turning into a punting contest. Good snap. The kick is going to be short. It's high. They're going to let it hit the ground. And it takes a nice Rocky Mountain bounce inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. So it hit at the 50 and bounced another 11 yards down. Well, they're going to put it right at the 40, so it bounced 10 yards to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, short kick there was really helped by that bounce. Picked up that extra 10 yards there. But good field position here for Mountain View as they're only 10 yards inside their own territory.
So far, scoreless first period. Wayne DeZubak, Clay Hatfield with you on a Friday night here in the Treasure Valley. And it feels like October.
Yes, it does.
We got the windows open. We'll shut them down at halftime because we can do that.
Because we have that option.
Exactly. All right, Dawson Wall sends a man in motion, and just as he does, the whistle blows. And that's going to be
timeout for Rocky.
I was going to say maybe that was the half, but we still got 20 seconds of the quarter, but that we still have 20 seconds left. So Rocky Mountain with a little bit of timeout. We'll take a quick 15-second break here. We'll hear from our buddies at D.L. Evans Bank.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
We're back already. Whatever Rocky wanted, they walked over there, got the information, and we're done in 15 seconds.
Well, Mountain View put a man in motion there, and that threw Rocky's defense off as he went to the top side. I don't think they had the coverage they wanted there. So spent a timeout to make sure everything was in place. Now they're ready to rock and roll.
Scoreless ball game, 20 seconds to go first period. Quintez Evans takes the ball up the middle, skips and hops his way out to the 47-yard line.
And again, just another patient run from Evans. You know, he hit the first hole, nothing was there. He waited for his blockers to adjust and then just followed them up, pick up another 7 yards.
Second down and 3 from the 47. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So we'll take a break. We'll be back, and we'll come back here for the second half from Mountain View High School. Nothing after one, folks.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Well, welcome back, everybody, here at Mountain View High School on a Friday night. Wayne DeZubak and Clay Hatfield with you. And, you know, it's an opportunity to talk about, this is the 9th game of the year for these two teams. It's the 5A SIC championship game. And, you know, it's kind of fun to have a championship game. It's like a district football tournament. You don't see them very often.
Yeah, it really is. And it's turning out to be a good game, 0-0 here. But if you like defense, this is the game to be at so far. And again, playing for a district championship, which we don't see a lot anymore.
So Dawson Wall, the quarterback. And Quintez Evans, the ball carrier, gets close to the 50. And it looks like he actually crossed the 50, so he gets down to the 49 of Rocky Mountain. You know, these two teams both played Eagle and Meridian. And Rocky Mountain beat Eagle by 10. Mountain View beat Eagle by 7. Rocky Mountain beat Meridian by 3. Mountain View beat Meridian by 1. So it gives you an idea how close I know I don't like comparing scores, but that's a good way to do it, especially after your big common opponents. Back to pass. Dahl looking down the field, looking for Sotomayor. Sotomayor can't come up with it. Dominic Sotomayor almost had it.
I think he jumped just a little bit early there. Laid out for it, went to the turf hard, but he's back up, running back towards the huddle. And he gave it his all there.
And I think that may be the first time that somebody other than Quintez Evans has touched the ball. Yep. Yeah, or if he technically touched it.
I think he touched it.
Did you think he touched it? Got a finger on it. Okay. 2nd down and 10.
We at least called somebody's name other than Quintez Evans.
At the 49. Again, back to pass, quick pass. Out here to flatten. Matt Miller with the reception.
Lost the ball at the very end of that, but was able to recover it.
Wow. That's a good job by Matt Miller, and they just kind of picked something up there because he moves it down to the 38-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for Mountain View from the Rocky Mountain 38-yard line. Quintez Evans goes into that big defensive front and maybe gets 1.5 yards. Nice thing about Evans, he always seems to get positive yardage.
Yeah, he's a north-south runner, which is nice to see. Especially, like there, the hole wasn't there. He could have very easily turned into an east-west runner, tried to go sideline to sideline, but recognizes the importance of running downhill and turn nothing into, a couple of yards.
Yep, couple of yards. Play action fake. Wall throws it underneath the coverage. It is complete. And with the ball right there is number 44. And that is Clements, Fisher Clements with the catch. And he's got another Mountain View 1st down.
Yeah, right at it.
Yep, 28-yard line.
And a good job by Clements to hold on to that as he was double-teamed on that. Knew he was going to take a hit, but didn't let the footsteps get to him.
Now they're starting to use some of their other talent there. Clements that time, Sotomayor a moment ago, Matt Miller a minute ago. Now Quintez Evans again up the middle. And Quintez Evans breaks a tackle. He squirts out of there. Somehow they thought they had him at the 25, and he gets it down to the 22.
Caden Kelly there again on the tackle, but not before Evans picks up 6 yards.
Yeah, just amazing how Evans never stops churning those legs.
Yeah. And again, most of those yards were after initial contact.
Second down, we'll call it a long 4, short 5 at the 22. Evans again. Evans bounces it to the outside, goes off tackle a little bit. I think he got just inside the 20 or right at the 20, it looks like. He's going to be about 1 yard shy. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
A.J. Edwards on the tackle there.
So again, both these teams have had a tendency to threaten tonight, but neither one has been able to finish. 9:30 to go here in the first half. No score yet. Back to pass, rolling to his right wall, into the end zone, looking, throwing, knocked away at the last second. Great one-on-one coverage out there by Rocky Mountain.
That was Trayton Sharp on coverage. And I don't know if it was the coverage as much as his helmet, because that ball just doinked right off his head.
Good word, I like it. It did. That's what I thought too, because he was really playing the man, and then he turned around at the last second, and you're right, the ball just doinked him right there in the helmet.
So instead of what would be a 37-yard field goal try,
they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. From the 20, they got to get to the 18, and
they got him
a
to jump.
Hard count pulls Rocky Mountain offside. And that's going to get him the automatic first down the easy way. That'll bring it to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10. And so now if they weren't in the red zone before, they're definitely in the red zone now from the 15-yard line. Quintez Evans, the handoff up the middle. They use that play time after time after time after time.
And it's effective, picking up, 4 yards a carry.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you get 4 yards and there's no cloud of dust today because it's an artificial field that's wet, but I'll tell you what, the essence is there, 4 yards and a cloud of dust.
Evans is averaging 6 yards per carry on the season.
Again, high snap. This time Wall keeps it after the fake. He gets it down to the 5-yard line. And they're going to mark him just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
But again, it opens up the playbook here on 3rd and short after a couple nice runs.
Really does. You know, when you think, well, number 3's going to get it, number 3's going to get it, then number 2 keeps it, it fools you. So here we go. 3rd down and 1. Evans has it. Down to the 1. Into the touchdown. Quintez Evans from 6 yards out. Our first score of the night.
And a nice run by Evans there. Was looking on the right-hand side initially, but like we've talked about, being a patient runner, found the opening to the left, cut the ball back, and took it into the end zone. So first blood goes to Mountain View.
Man, somebody just blew something up there.
Yep.
There's more smoke coming in here, like a little firework or something. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So 7-0 is our score. Mountain View leads it early in the second period. Rocky Mountain coming back. They'll take the kickoff. We'll be back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Welcome back, everybody. Mason Labber will tee it up, kick it off, as a 6-yard touchdown run by Quintez Evans makes it 7-0. The Mavericks. Wayne DeZuback, Clay Hatfield with you, getting ready for the kickoff here.
Little squib kick, gets picked up at the 24-yard line.
They just take the up man there, and boy, I tell you what, they seated him into the ground, didn't they? They just got him up in the air, the legs up in the air, the head right into the turf. And
that was Mason Childs cutting the runner down.
So it'll be Rocky Mountain's ball, and they'll be at their own 28-yard line. 8:17 to go here in the first half. 7-0 is our score. Mountain View leads it. Mountain View 8-0. And as we said earlier, beat Rocky Mountain back in August, 26-20. First down and 10. Steeker in motion. And it's going to be Sweeney, the quarterback, and Sweeney is hit hard at the 34-yard line, but he gets a great gain of 7, but then really took a hit.
Yeah, that almost looked like a busted play. A man came in motion and about ran into Sweeney as Sweeney got the ball.
Yeah, that was Steeker who was in motion, and I thought about that too, and I thought maybe Steeker was the blocker. Back to pass. They throw a backwards pass to Arthur Williams, who catches it at the 30, 35, 40, out of bounds, gets the first down. So that was kind of a lateral.
But it worked out really well.
Absolutely.
Williams was able to pick up the first down by a yard.
Yep. All the way out to the 39-yard line. So 7:47 to go here in the first half. Williams bounces it outside. There was meant to go up the middle, and he bounced it outside. There was still nothing outside either. He is stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage, probably gained a half a yard.
Yeah, cut down there by Grayson Flatten. Good play from his defensive position. Got low on Williams, made sure he didn't pick up more than a yard.
So it'll be second down and 9. Jacobson to the near side, along with Hanchett. Play action fake, throw underneath the Steeker, and Steeker, boy, I tell you, Clay Mountain View had that play read, and Steeker gets no yardage, loses a half yard. It'll be third down, almost 10.
Yeah, that was number 4, Mason Childs, who recognized that play early. They must have seen that on film because he was almost running it for Mountain View.
So third down and 9, right from the 40-yard line. The Rocky Mountain 40, Steeker in motion. They fake it to him. Here comes the blitz from the far side. Over the middle, they throw. It's complete. And that's Williams. He has it at the 40, the 35, down to the 30, and the 29-yard line. Arthur Williams out of the backfield somehow, some way. He got lost in the shuffle. They forgot about him, and he gets a big, huge gain.
Yeah, he just found that area in the deep zone there where nobody was. It was wide open, and a good pass found him.
I got a marker right at the 30-yard line. First down, Steeker. Little shuttle pass to him. He's at the 30, and he's going to be brought down. And he ran east-west a lot more than he did north-south.
Yes, he did. And it was number 24, Hank Wemoff, that dropped him for a loss of 1.
So technically it's a little pass because Sweeney just flipped it to him, even though it was like a 1-yard pass.
Negative 1-yard pass.
It was a 1-yard pass forward and then another yard backwards after they passed it. So not a great play. Good job by Mountain View. Second down and 11 from the 31-yard line. Sweeney with Williams back there with him. Hand it off to Williams, and Williams back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. Looks like it's going to be third down at about 9.
Yeah, good job by Garrett McKenna from the defensive line position on that play there. Had the blocker just kind of shoved off his blocker and was able to get Williams down after a short gain.
Third down and 9 from the 30. Rocky Mountain probably again in 4-down territory if they want to do it. They don't get it here. They send Arthur Williams in motion. They throw it to the left side, incomplete. I think somebody may have gotten a hand on it.
That was number 42. Garrett McKenna got his big paw up there and knocked it down. That's what you like to see from your defensive lineman. If you can't get pressure on the quarterback, wait till he starts to throw that ball and get your arms up in the passing lane. See if you can't get a hand on it.
5:04 to go here in the first half. 7-0. Mountain View leads it. Rocky Mountain a 4th and 9 from the Mountain View 30-yard line. Sweeney with Arthur Williams behind him. Back to pass, looking downfield, gets pressured. Now he's running, still looking to pass. Now he does over the middle. It's complete and caught there nicely by Lucchini. And Lucchini is inside the 5-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's about at the 4.
Yep, right there at the 4-yard line. Now, I hesitated, Clay, because I thought Sweeney may have been over the line of scrimmage.
I did too. It looked like it was really close.
I really thought Sweeney had decided to run it, but it's first and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Sweeney with Arthur Williams. Sweeney sends Streaker in motion, fakes up the middle to Williams, and then the whistles blow. So they had something.
Timeout.
Bruin.
Taken by Rocky.
Rocky took a timeout before that play.
Yeah, Coach Kulig was all the way out at the 20-yard line screaming for that TO.
Yeah, so they got one timeout left with 4:49 to go here in the first half. So timeout on the field. Hey, folks, you know, they're featured on Man vs. Food and 101 Tastiest Places to Chow Down. We're talking Big Judd's. It's one of the most fun and unique dining experiences in Idaho. They hand-make burger patties every day, and they only use fresh local produce. And, of course, they always use Idaho potatoes for their famous fresh-cut fries. So if you're up for a challenge, you can try that Big Judd special world-famous 1-pound burger with all the fixings along with a basket of large fries. And if you can finish it in 30 minutes or less, you get your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop in, say hi. They're at 3030 East Overland. That's right near the Majestic Theater. In fact, I can almost see it from here in the press box, okay? Don't forget to check it out online at BigJuds.com. Big Judd's in Meridian, proud to support student athletes. I love their fries.
You know, I'm going to admit something. I have never been there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to admit that I've been there because I know the guy that owns it, and I would hate to tell him I've never been there, but I've been there about 5 or 6 times.
Nice.
Yeah. Great place, great people. All right, here we go. First and goal from the 4-yard line, and it's going to be a keeper. Looks like from the Wildcat, Steeker.
It was Mason Jacobson.
Yes, it was. Yep, and the Wildcat. He gets it down to the 1-yard line. We're talking too much about Big Judd's. I wasn't paying attention. Jacobson again, and Jacobson in for the touchdown. Nobody touched him, Clay.
Yeah, he walked that one in for the score.
Yeah, so Jacobson from 1 yard out just kind of went in there. And that came with 4:30 to go here in the second period. So all of a sudden, the second period, both teams have scored.
PAT away from tie ball game again.
Extra point attempt is up. I think somebody got a hand on it. They did. Blocked it. So Mountain View maintains a 1-point lead, 7-6 Mountain View, after it looks like somebody just got a fingertip on it. Not much.
But enough.
Yeah.
Turned that ball sideways and it went far wide on the left-hand side.
So 4:30 to go, 1-point ball game here. Wayne Zuback, Clay Hatfield with you. Hey, Bob's Bicycles over on Fairview and Boise is family-owned. Has been since 1979, and they've got a selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX, cruisers, and comfort bikes that is second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on the showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, the accessories, and clothing to fit your needs, and they have in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. So stop in and say hello to Vern. He's at Bob's Bicycles, serving Idaho for more than 40 years, and proud to support Idaho student athletes. So here we go, kickoff. Quintez Evans among those deep. And Rocky Mountain will kick it off. Dawson Anderson, squib kick up the middle, scooped up there at about the 10-yard line, as taken by Slocum. Dallas Slocum out to the 22-yard line and brought down. Well, I tell you what, that's a pretty strong tackle there by number 88, Caleb Stab.
Yeah, it really was. Especially a speedster like Slocum.
Yeah, we haven't called his name tonight. Quintez Evans and Slocum, the last couple of games I did with Mountain View made a really good 1-2 punch, but we haven't seen anybody but QE today.
Yeah, just been that one punch. At some point in time, they're going to have to get Slocum and Ross involved. Quintez Evans can't touch the ball 50 times tonight.
Exactly. Well, he did rush for 183 yards the last time, and maybe they feel like, hey, that was the difference in the game last time was Quintez Evans. So we'll see. They send Evans in motion, and they hand it to him. Big hole up the middle. He's crossed the 30 to the 40, the 37-yard line, and then falls forward to the 40, but I think they're going to mark him at the 39. 15-yard gain.
Troy Wilkie able to finally bring Evans down. But another big gain there from Evans.
Yep, technically a 17. I said 15, but 17 officially at the 39-yard line. Again, Evans in motion. They fake it to him, and a quick slant pass, no good. That ball intended that time for Sotomayor, but I tell you, they got him right around the neck pretty quick.
Yeah, they did. High tackle there, but effective. Brings up 2nd and 10 now.
Here comes Mountain View. Ball at their own 39-yard line. Dawson Wall, empty backfield, but there goes Quintez Evans. A little different look. They hand it off to him. He gets it across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. Well short of a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Mason Jacobson on the tackle, but again, like you mentioned, it's going to be 3rd and long. Looks like about 3rd and 6. But another run by Quintez Evans.
Yep.
Who has to have 20 touches already here in the first half.
He's earning his keep for sure. There we go. Here comes the pressure from the high side. They throw over the middle. Almost intercepted. That was almost picked by Troy Wilkie, who has 2 picks on the year, and both have gone for pick sixes.
And if he had caught that, it would
have been a third. It would have been the trifecta for him, because that was a pick six written all over it. Wow. So Troy Wilkie with 2 interceptions this year. Both have been pick sixes. That time he just didn't catch it, or he would have been in the end zone dancing around again. 4th down. So Wall will back off and punt it. Wilkie goes back. Deep one. Wilkie's going to hit it to 20, and it takes a basically it takes a rocky bounce. It bounces backwards out to the 24-yard line.
So Mountain View lined up like they were going to go for it on 4th down. But right before the snap, backed up into punt formation and got rid of the ball.
Now they do that a lot. Dawson Wall is their punter, so they can do that. They'll come out, they'll show that look, but it doesn't really fake anybody out. At this 1-point game from where they were,
absolutely not going for it.
I would think, man, that would not be a smart call. We'll see what happens, though. We've got 3:16 to go here in the first half. 7-6 is our score. Sweeney at quarterback, Arthur Williams the running back. He drops it off to Williams. Williams skips his way across the 25 out to the 30.
Mason Childs just able to get a shoelace.
Maybe that's why he skipped, because somebody got him by the shoelace and he just had one of those little hops. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 30. Play action fake. Sweeney down the middle, going for it high and caught. No, dropped. I thought maybe he got it on the rebound.
Almost was able to bring that in was Luke Hanchett.
Yeah. What he did was he went up high for it, I think got a hand on it, and then fell down, and the ball came right down into his chest, and I thought he was going to catch it on the rebound.
Just wasn't able to hold on to it. Not for a lack of effort.
Yep. So Luke Lucchini almost with a big play right there. It's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 from the 35. It's actually more like 4. They get a first down at the 39. Sweeney looks back at Williams. Sends Steeker in motion. Now, oh, man, too many guys in motion or what? Somebody call timeout? Whistle blew. See what we got. Illegal procedure, so we had too many guys running around. Got too complicated that time, Clay.
Yeah, Steeker was in motion, but so was one of the other wide receivers at the same time, and that's a no-no.
That'll bring it back to the 25-yard line, 3rd down and 9. Like I said, they got to get it right to about the 35. Just shy of the 35 will get you the first down. Sweeney, again with Williams to right behind him. Play action fake, back to pass. Has time, now running out of time. Now steps up into the pocket, throws it deep and out of bounds, incomplete. He just threw that one away. There was nowhere to go. Intended receiver that time was Jacobson.
Yeah, but Sweeney had 2 or 3 Mountain View Mavericks breathing down his neck. He just got rid of that ball before he took a 5-yard sack.
Yeah, good job really by Sweeney to avoid it. He had time initially, and then he had to kind of step up into the pocket because, like you say, that pocket was collapsing on him. So Quintez Evans standing back at about his 43-yard line to receive this punt. And never know with Rocky because they do that Australian rules kick. Quintez Evans caught it and was spun around it just as he caught it. I don't know how he hung on to the ball, but they'll give it to him at the 41-yard line.
Because he had Mason Jacobson breathing down his neck. But Evans was able to bring that ball in.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I would have been calling for a fair catch.
Yeah.
I would have been. And I bet you if Quintez comes over and talks to the coach says, next time, do a fair catch.
Throw your hand up in the air.
Yeah. All right. It's at the 42, though, so great field position for Mountain View. They've got a 1-point lead, 7-6. They got 2.5 minutes to work with here in the first half. Wayne Dzubak, Clay Hatfield with you. Glad you could join us here on this 5A SIC championship game from Mountain View High School on a chilly night, about 45 degrees now, but no rain yet. Pass out onto the flat. It's low, it's caught, but it's going to be for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, caught by number 14, Matt Miller. He would have been better there to let that one fall incomplete.
Goes against your grain, that is the ball's coming at you, you're going to catch it.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete now.
Oh, okay. So they changed it. Incomplete pass. It was close. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 53 total yards to 63. 53 total yards for the Mavs. 63 total yards to Rocky. It seems like they've got more yardage than that, but I'm just looking at the scoreboard up there. They've only got 49 yards rushing for the Mavericks, which seems like Quintez Evans has more than that. And here he goes again, up near the 50-yard line before he's brought down. That's going to be a gain of about 7 yards.
Yeah, I don't think those stats are right. Quintez Evans is...
You would think. Yeah. So hopefully they're a little delayed. All right. 3rd down and 2. They gave him 8 yards that time. Wall keeps it. Wall gets the first down, then some across the 45, down to the 43-yard line. Dawson Wall.
And a smart move by Wall at the end. Instead of taking the big hit, he goes down knowing that he's picked up the first down. You never want to see your quarterback take an unnecessary hit if at all possible.
All right, the Mavericks now with 1:39 to go here in the first half. Up by 1. Wall back to pass, throws it into the ground. Yeah, he was about to get sacked, was he not?
He was about to get buried by Mason Jacobson.
He was coming in like a freight train.
But a good job there by Wall, recognizing that he was about to get sacked for a huge yard loss and just got rid of it. But threw it in the area of a receiver, got it back to the line of scrimmage, so did everything right there.
And it was almost like he spiked it into the ground. I mean, he threw that as hard as he could into the ground. So tried to play it safe. Play action fake, down the sidelines, 1-on-1 as a man open out of bounds, incomplete. Sotomayor was out there, but the ball was thrown too far out of bounds.
And he had Sotomayor. Sotomayor had 2 steps on his defender. If you're able to keep that in bounds and lead him just a little bit more, that could have been a touchdown there.
Other games tonight, Timberline at Capital, Cuna at Eagle, Centennial at Meridian, and Boise's at Owyhee. Owyhee beat Boise last week for their first win ever as a football program, and they're back at it again tonight. 3rd down and 10. Wall steps up in the pocket, lets it go, and we got all kinds of... Well, tell you what, the ball was thrown over who I thought was the intended receiver, but it was intended for Flatten, but it looked like number 80, Ashby, was held, but it wasn't for him.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought there could have been defensive holding on that play.
So Rocky Mountain may have gotten away with one there.
So that's why I held up, yeah.
Wall was under pressure again and had to throw that pass off his back foot.
There was definitely contact between the defender. And here we go. They're going to be a punt. And it's going to be inside the 10, taken at the 5, fumbled, and then recovered. Wow. That was dangerous right there. Rocky Mountain had it for a minute, fumbled it, and they finally got 2 men on it. But it's going to be inside the 10 at the 9-yard line is where they'll have it with $1:17 to go in the first half.
A.J. Edwards able to finally get on the ball there, but that could have been disastrous for Rocky Mountain.
And again, what you were talking about before, I've seen it a couple of times, so I'm used to it, but Dawson Wall does come up, and in that case, you thought maybe they might go for it, and so they kind of held back. And when they saw Wall go back to punt, they jumped back, and I would have just let him kick it. And hopefully it goes in the end zone. You bring it back to the 20.
Inside the 10, old school rules say let it bounce.
So here we go. Sweeney hands it to Arthur. Arthur Williams. Now I'm on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Williams takes it out to the 10. It's just, he gave it to Arthur.
Yeah, just hand it up to Arthur.
Arthur.
Teagan to Arthur, no big deal.
So a gain of 1 yard. Actually, they put it across the 10, so I'm going to give him 2. Gain of 2 to be 2nd down and 8. Let's see if Rocky wants the 49 seconds, Clay. Let's see if they want to get crazy here.
I think they don't because they're going to get the ball, start the second half.
Yep, see, you're thinking way ahead of me. So Williams has it, and Williams will just put 2 arms around the ball. He'll get out to the 14-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down, and nobody's going to want to stop the clock. I'm a little bit surprised that Mountain View, with 2 timeouts, did not stop the clock here just to make it interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 3rd down, they're going to let this clock run out, 17, 16, 15. And, yeah, I would make him run a play if I were Judd Benedict, but apparently he's saying, you know what, we're happy up 7-6, let's not push our luck. Rocky's that good. They might come up with pull a rabbit out of their hat We don't want that to happen, so we're done. First
Just
period.
like that.
Yeah, first half's in the book, and we'll be back 7-6 in favor of Mountain View over Rocky Mountain. It's the 5A SIC Championship game here on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's halftime at Mountain View High School. Wayne DeZubak, Clay Hatfield with you. It's 7-6 our score. Mountain View over Rocky Mountain in the 5A SIC championship game. And IdahoSports.com game streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter and Valleywide Cooperative. Our power boosters tonight include Gridiron Rehab and Athletic Fitness, Ultimate Heating and Air, Jonah Jecka with Pacific Residential Mortgage, the College of Western Idaho, Metro Appraisals and Big Judd's, and our webcast sponsor, Bob's Bicycles of Boise. And also brought to you tonight by D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is community banking. So 7-6, your thoughts, Clay, on the first half?
A defensive battle. Both teams not really able even to penetrate deep into the opposing team's field. You know, we've seen both teams get into the red zone. They scored on both tries. But other than that, it's been 30 yards and deeper for each team. So both defenses doing a really good job of holding what could be high-powered offenses at bay. Other scores, the Eagle leads Kuna 7-0 in the second. Capital 21-0 on Timberline in the second. Boise Owyhee no score in the second. Meridian 21-0 over Centennial in the second period. And, of course, last night a game I did, Skyview beat Bora 41-14. Skyview earning a state berth. They'll play next week, but where we don't know. They're probably going to have to go on the road. It all depends on what shakes out, coming up here. And, of course, the nice thing for these two teams, Mountain View and Rocky, is that they get buys next week. They don't have to worry about where they're playing next week. This is for a whole lot of pride right here tonight. As you said, both teams wrapped up their playoff position, and both teams have a bye next week. But you don't want to go into the playoffs with a loss hanging around your neck. And if you're Mountain View, keeping that perfect season intact is something to have some pride about. And if you're Rocky, it'd be nice to come into Mountain View's home and be able to beat them just like Mountain View was able to do to Rocky earlier in the season. Talk a little bit about last night's Bora game. Bora lost it 41-14. Max Cutforth, the quarterback for Skyview, threw 5 touchdown passes last night, and Camden Young was the recipient of one of those touchdown passes as the rain's starting to fall now, so there's that 100% we were talking about. But Camden Young, the big thing he did, Bora early in the game, Skyview up 7-0, had a first and goal to go, first and goal from the 6-yard line. They went back to pass, and McCarty threw it out on the flat, and Camden Young picked it off and went 99 yards with a pick six, making it 14-0, and it was like done. You could just feel all the air come out of the Bora, balloon, and it was a done deal. And, and Camden Young, ironically, a little later on, it was first and goal to go from the 9 for Bora. They threw it out on the flat. Camden Young intercepted it and ran it back out to the 42. Didn't take it all the way, but took it out to the 42. So Camden Young last night, I really had to search my soul for who was going to be the player of the game, because Camden Young had a touchdown reception and he had 2 interceptions. But, Max Cutforth had 5 touchdown passes to 5 different people. That's a night right there. That's a heck of a night right there. And if you're Bora, even with the loss, their playoff hopes are still alive. They're hanging on by a thread. They need a lot of help. But they still could make it to the postseason, even after picking up that loss last night to Skyview. Yeah, but they got to have a lot of things. Yeah. I was looking at everything that had to happen for Bora, and I'm going, man, if that happens, somebody at Bora is living right. Yeah, they need a lot of help, especially from up north. The teams up north. Yeah, and I will admit that I do not understand that for the life of me. Now, we just talked about it. It's not heavy rain like it was before, but the rain has begun again, and we're supposed to have a 100% chance of rain for the next hour, and so we'll see how heavy it gets. That could be a factor in this second half. And that could benefit the defense when the ball's going to start getting a little bit slicker. That's really going to affect the passing game. And if you're a runner, you're going to have to hold on to that ball extra tight as it turns into a greased pigskin here as it gets more and more wet. But the rain is starting to pick up here as we're looking out the windows. Yeah, this could be even more of a defensive struggle as we go into the second half. Yeah, we'll see. I was checking it just a little while ago. It's so funny. You check your phone, and at one time you see no rain. We're good. We're in the clear. And then the next thing you do, you check it, and it's 100% chance. And now it's got 80% chance until 9 o'clock.
if that's the case, I mean, most of the second half could be played in, at least a drizzle, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a downpour, but there could be some moisture out there. And like you say, with these teams with a 7-6 ball game, and knock on wood for both sides, we have not seen turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Last night, Ward turned the ball over 6 times.
Wow.
6 times they turned it over. We have not seen that here tonight at all. So.
And we've only seen, I think, 3 flags all night too. So a really clean played game by both teams.
Yep, absolutely. So let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back. It's a 7-6 ball game at half.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Alrighty, the rain is stopped for the moment. At least it's not raining as much as it was. I think it's drizzling a little bit here at Mountain View High School. Wayne Zuback, Clay Hatfield with you on a Friday night. Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. 7-6 is our score, as you can see. Mountain View over Rocky Mountain. And we're ready to get this third quarter rolling.
I'm excited for this second half. This has been a heck of a ball game. I don't expect anything to change here in the third and fourth quarters. I think this is going to come right down to the end of the game. There's my prediction. Last team to touch the ball wins the game.
There you go. That would be exciting tonight, no question about it. Again, the difference in the ball game is a missed extra point. It looked like Rocky Mountain's PAT was slightly touched and went off to the left. Can't confirm or deny it, but it was pretty close to being touched.
As the rain starts to pick up again.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a little bit. The weather forecast now saying, between a 80 and 90% chance of showers for the next hour or so.
So it looks like we could finish this ball game under wet conditions.
All right, here we go. Rocky Mountain, as you said, they won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they got Troy Wilkie back there. And they also have Akibi back there, Jaron Akibi. And a pooch kick is up. Another D.L. Evans Bank kickoff, start this third period. And it's going to be Rocky Mountain's ball about their 28-yard line.
Yeah, it was Gage Tanner that picked that up at the 20, picked up 8 yards on the return.
They need to wait till I'm ready before they kick it off. Would you tell them that? Go down there. I was doing some paperwork here, and they kicked it off way early. I wasn't prepared. All right, here we go. Hunter Steeker comes out wide to the right all by himself. Tegan Sweeney, the quarterback for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. They'll have the ball to start, and the rain is coming down again, folks. So it stopped for a moment. Now it's back. It could be a factor. We've had no turnovers in this ball game. It did not rain in the first half, although it rained right up to kickoff. Did not rain in the first half. Now we've got some precipitation. Will it make a difference? Handoff to Williams. Williams across the 30 to the 32.
Tripped up there by Mason Childs at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Childs, you've called his name a lot today.
Yeah.
He's been really a busy camper out there.
5'10", 180-pound linebacker.
Sweeney, man in motion. Sweeney pitches it out to Williams, right side. Williams out close to the 34-yard line. Going to be shy of a first down. Let's bring up third and about 4.
Jackson Beck on the tackle there. But it's going to be a long third down. Looks like 3rd and 4.
Yep, 3rd and 4. Let's see what they come up with here. They've stayed on the ground for the first couple of plays here in this third period, Rocky has. Lucchini lined up kind of on the right side as a blocker. He sent a man, Steeker, in motion. Now he goes the other way, and they get it to Steeker. Steeker trying to get to the outside, does so. He's got the first down, crossed the 40, out to the 43. Did a good job of a little bit of a juke step out there on the defender, and was able to get the first down.
Was dead to rights, about 2 yards short of the first down, but like you said, planted his foot, broke out, was able to pick up the first down. Nice move by Steeker.
He's at the 46-yard line for a 1st and 10 for Rocky Mountain. So Rocky Mountain being patient, down by 1. Arthur powers his way inside the 45 to about the 43.
You know, he's really earning his yards tonight. You know, we've seen Evans break off some big runs. Art Williams has really picked up, 2-3 yards a play, but you keep feeding him and he keeps taking advantage.
7-6 ball game. A missed extra point, the difference. Akibi in motion. Fumble. And Williams falls on it, and it's loose again, and Mountain View says they have it. The officials haven't given us an indication. Now they do. We talked about the turnovers. We knocked on wood for both teams, but there it was. It jumped up right there as Williams fumbled the football as the rain comes down.
And Max Maley picked it up there for Mountain View. And as you said, the first turnover of the night. We'll see what that does. If Mountain View can take advantage of it.
Exactly. Not only that, but now you got to remember Mountain View is going to be playing in the same conditions now.
Yep. Mother Nature has no favorites.
So the ball's at the 43-yard line. It's on Rocky Mountain side of the 50 at the 43 after the fumble by Arthur Williams and a recovery by Miley. First down and 10. Wall will inside flip. Inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That was something different. End around type thing. And that was Flatten, I believe.
Yeah, that was Grayson Flatten there.
Grayson Flatten came around there and got it.
Landon Young on the tackle.
Have to say this, though. Grayson got it, and then he was flattened.
Yes, he was.
When he caught the ball after that. Yeah, he was. Down at the 39-yard line. Quintez Evans, the running back, draws some attention. The pile is moving, though, and it moves forward a couple of yards.
And again, he was stopped in the backfield there by the Rocky Mountain defense, but bounced off a tackle and was able to turn what would have been about a 2-yard loss into a 1-yard gain.
You know, I can give Quintez all the credit on that for keeping the legs churning, but I think that big offensive line just does the same thing.
Yes,
they just help
do.
him out. But a big third down here, 3rd down and 5. Evans up the middle. He's going to be stopped short. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. He'll be stopped just shy of the 35-yard line.
I think they'll go for it here. We saw the kicker hitting a 57-yard field goal try at halftime, but I don't think that they're going to.
No need for that right now, yeah. Fourth and, well, it's a long 2. So let's see what they do. Wall. Barking signals, looks over the sidelines now, as it does everybody. Sotomayor, Quintez Evans, all looking this way. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Looking right at us. Back to pass. Looking down the sidelines for Sotomayor. Sotomayor comes back, catches it at the 15. It was underthrown, and Sotomayor came back. Trayton Sharp was on the coverage, but Sotomayor saw the ball. Sharp didn't, came back and got it.
That was a great adjustment by Sotomayor to come back on that ball and make that catch. Really good adjustment by the young man.
At the 15-yard line on a big 4th down play, guys. Mountain View. And now the rain coming down as hard as it has here in the second half. Flattened in motion. Up the middle, Quintez Evans fumbles. No, that's his shoe. Oh, my goodness gracious. His shoe came off, and he is down inside the 10 at about the 8. Sorry about that. Got excited.
I thought it was a ball, too.
Did you really?
Yeah. But it was his towel that came out.
Oh, his towel. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was a football.
It flew out like it was, but a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Again, Quintez Evans trying to get to the outside and out of bounds. Did he come up limping at all? No, he's okay. He was just hopping there, and I thought it was a limp, but he was just hopping around.
It's going to be close to the first down marker.
It is a first down, so first and goal to go. You know, it's hard to tell on the angle we have from our press box booth there as to how close he was to that first down.
So, but made it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, first and goal.
First and goal from the 4. Dawson Wall pitches it, end around, and this is going to get into the end zone. Nope. Let me see, not quite.
Nice little misdirection there. Ended up in the hands of Matt Miller.
Yeah, that was Grayson Flatten again who came around. No, was it Miller?
Yeah, it was Miller there.
Okay, Miller, thank you.
Got inside the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite punch it past the pylon. Much to the chagrin of the Mountain View fans.
Yep. Well, the problem is that I don't know why they're booing, because they got second down and goal from about the half-foot line, and they got Quintez Evans. Handed to him, and Quintez says, see ya. So I don't know what they're upset about.
Yeah. Just burning time off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. So third period, Quintez Evans.
His second touchdown of the night.
Yep. That was only a 1-yard TD run. Let's see if they can make it. It's going to make it interesting now to try to make it a 14-6 game, make it an 8-point ball game. Still a one-possession game, but now you got to go for 2 if you score, if you want to. Kick is up, and as you mentioned, he's got plenty of leg, straight through. So 14-6 is our new score. Mountain View leading Rocky Mountain here tonight. Hey, you know, they're featured on Man vs. Food and 101 tastiest places to chow down. We're talking Big Judd's, and it's one of the most fun and unique dining experiences in Idaho. They hand make all their burger patties every day, and they only use fresh, local produce. And, of course, they always use Idaho potatoes for their famous fresh-cut fries. So if you're up for a challenge, try the Big Judd Special world-famous 1-pound burger with all the fixings, along with a basket of large fries. If you can finish it in less than 30 minutes, you'll get your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop in and say hello. They're at 3030 East Overland. It's right by the Majestic Theater. Really, we can see it from here in the press box in Meridian. Don't forget, check them out, BigJuds.com. Big Judd's in Meridian, proud to support student athletes. So Labra will kick it off after the extra point. Akibi is back deep. And another little pooch kick. They better get on it. Akibi lets it roll. It's up for grabs. And Mountain View has it. Rocky Mountain never got on it, Clay. Never got it. And it's like a big onside kick.
Yeah.
Onside squib kick. Can you believe it?
And 16. That's a huge.
Well, that's just a mistake.
Yeah, that's just a mental error by Rocky Mountain. Nobody was talking. Nobody got on it.
Jaron Akibi was watching it, and the back man was also taking a look at it. And so the bottom line is that Mountain View has it at the 15-yard line of Rocky Mountain with 7:21 to go here in the third, up 14-6.
Rocky Mountain's already taken advantage of one error just on that last possession. The Rocky turnover turned into 7 points for Mountain View. We'll see if this one turns into 7 more.
All right, here we go. Dawson Wall hands it off. Quintez Evans again. Doesn't get anything, gets pushed back. That forward progress, they may give him to the 14, but that's about it.
Yeah, A.J. Edwards there, the 6'3", 195-pound linebacker on the tackle.
Well, how solid has Quintez Evans been tonight? But you're right, you know, we haven't seen Dallas Slocum.
Haven't seen Josiah Ross.
Nope, we haven't seen him either. But Quintez, last time these two teams played, 2 touchdowns, 183 yards rushing. They said, hey, that's a winning formula. Let's keep him out there. Hand it off to him again, up the middle. Lowers his head down to about the 12.
And again, it's Edwards on the tackle. Wrapping up Evans around the ankles.
Let's see where they mark it down. They mark it right at the 12-yard line.
So this is a big third down here defensively for Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, the stick guy's on the 14. He's not on the 12. So back to pass is Wall looking into the end zone. One-on-one pass out of the end zone. Incomplete. Yep, a little too strong that time.
It looks like they're going to send the special teams unit out for this field goal tie.
That was intended as Sotomayor, and Sotomayor was out there, but you're right. So they're going to send Mason Labra out there. You were talking about him kicking field goals from over 50 yards, and now he's going to set it down at the 19-yard line, so this is a temperate 29-yarder. 29-yard field goal attempt here by Mason Labra to try to make it 17-6, to make it a 2-possession game. Shakes his shoulders, ready to go. That's the signal. Kick is up, plenty of distance. Looks like it's right between the uprights. Eagle eye right there, huh?
Yeah, nice job.
29-yard field goal off of a mistake.
So that's 10 points off turnovers right now for Mountain View.
Exactly. Absolutely. So 17-6 is our score. Let's take a little bit of a break. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, we are back. 17-6. Wayne DeZuback, Clay Hatfield with you. And Clay, as you said, 10 points off turnovers, just that bad. Here's another D.L. Evans kickoff, another squib kick, and this one's taken at the 19-yard line and taken solidly out to the 32. This time Rocky didn't mess with it. They just picked it up and took it out.
That was number 1, Gage Tanner, getting on that ball. I'm sure the coaching staff said no matter what, somebody get on the pigskin, quit letting it bounce around out there. Tanner did just that.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see now how Rocky responds to this. What do they do? I mean, they were down 19-0 in that game that they lost 26-20. So they came back. They came roaring back. And I think the Mavericks are very aware that the Grizzlies can do that. Pass out into the flat. It's complete. That's Akibi with the catch. And he gets it out to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 34.
Just a little quick hitter there.
So right at the 34-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 7. Handoff, end around. Again, it's Akibi. And again, Akibi this time across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line.
That guy Mason Childs, whose name we've been saying all night, again on the tackle.
So big third down right here. This is a huge third down, I feel. I just get the feeling because, Rocky Mountain does not want to give this ball back over to Mountain View with the momentum that the Mavericks have right now. And they're looking at bringing some pressure on Sweeney, who looks over at the sidelines. He's got Jacobson wide to the left, Keeby to the near side.
Yeah, linebackers showing blitz here.
Yep, they did.
Bring it.
And they hand it off up the middle, and I think it's going to be really close, just short. That's Arthur Williams, and I think he's about a yard shy, if that. And it's going to bring up 4th down and a big question mark. Do you go for it?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think you give the ball back to Mountain View inside your own territory.
Yeah, they're going with the big guys. Let's see what they decide to do here. They're coming out quickly. They line up underneath it. They snap it, fumble, and recovered
still
by
loose.
Mountain View.
There, now it is. third turnover in a row.
Holy cow, and that was just because of a bad snap play. The snap was high, and really, Mason Jacobson couldn't handle it, lost it, and I was a little quick on the recovery because there was 4 blue jerseys there around the ball.
Somebody was bound to pick it up for Mountain View.
Yeah, it was destined for Mountain View Arms, that's for sure. So now Mountain View has it at the 35-yard line, and all of a sudden this third quarter has turned into a nightmare for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you don't want to second-guess the Rocky Mountain coaching staff, but I think on that, with as well as the Mountain View offense has been playing, you make them earn it from the other end of the field, and don't give it to them inside Rocky territory.
Yeah, I agree, and I also think you just should have gone with your normal offense. Slocum's in the ball game, going for broke. The throw out in the corner. It's caught by Flatten at the 5, and he's down at right around the 5-yard line. He caught it at the 9 and went down at the 5.
And he just beat his defender there in a little stop and go. Hit the brakes about 12 yards out. His defender stopped with him, and then he just blew right past him.
Yep, Grayson Flatten, a great move and a great job by Mountain View to kind of go for the jugular right there. It's 1st and goal to go from the 6. Handoff up the middle. Is that a new running back?
That is a new running back.
Is that Slocum? That is. Slocum was in on the play of that last play. He was in there because I saw him get out into the flat, and quite frankly, he was open. But so Donald Slocum's in the ball game now. 2nd down and goal. Ball's on the 4-yard line. Again, Slocum in the ball game now. Quintez Evans getting a breather. Dawson Wall, quarterback, hands it off to Slocum. Slocum trying to slide his way off right tackle. Gets bounced back, maybe down at the 3. Maybe even as close as the 2, but it'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Was there a penalty? They called time on the field.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Nope. Looks like we're good.
All right. Quintez Evans checks back in. 3rd and goal now.
All right, so 3rd down and goal.
So if you don't score the touchdown here, do you go for it or do you kick another field goal?
Man, I think you go for it. Well, it depends on what Evans gets here. They don't. And Wall takes it up the middle. Wall trying to go forward, gets down to about the 1-yard line. He faked it to Quintez Evans, and he wanted to pass. He looked out quickly to his left, nothing there, and he tucked it and run, and got it down to the 1-yard line.
They're going to leave the offense on the field, it looks like.
You know, the worst that could happen is that you leave the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies 99 yards away, so they're going to talk it up. So a timeout called by Mountain View to talk it over. 3 turnovers in a row, Clay Hatfield, have the difference right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a huge, huge play right here. I think it's going to be the difference between a 24-6 game or a 20-6 game. So a huge call here coming up for Mountain View and for Rocky.
You know, Bob's Bicycles on Fairview and Boise is family-owned, has been since 1979. And they've got a selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX cruisers, and comfort bikes second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on that showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, the accessories, and clothing to fit your needs. And they have in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. So stop in at Bob's Bicycles, say hello to Vern. Bob's Bicycles have served Idaho now for more than 40 years, and they are proud to support Idaho student athletes. Great to have them here on the broadcast, along with Big Judge tonight. All of our power boosters here tonight. The Gridiron Rehab and Athletic Fitness Center, Ultimate Heating and Air, College Western Idaho, Metro Appraisals, Dona Checa with Pacific Residential Mortgage. So here we go. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Quintez Evans is in there. Dawson Walls. And here we go. Let's see what they call. Walls hands it off to Quintez Evans.
He's not going to get there.
Let's see. They don't. Rocky says they stopped him.
They did inside
and
the
they
1.
did. Yep. The officials make the call. So they went for it. And they're right. I mean, if the nose of the ball had another, cowhide on it, it would be in the end zone. That's how close they are. They're at the 1 foot line.
So a big stop for the Rocky defense, but now a tall ask here for the offense. They're 99.5 yards away from their own end zone.
Well, you got to believe they're going to hand it off here to Arthur Williams to see what he can do. It's got to be a safe, or maybe Sweeney just takes the snap and runs it up the middle to try to get a little breathing room. Let's see what they do. They send a man in motion. They hand it off to Williams. Williams pounds his way out to about the 2-yard line.
So just a good, safe run there. Try to get out of the shadows of your goalposts.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the third, 17-6. A big stop by Rocky Mountain. So neither is it 20-6 or 24-6. It's still 17-6 because of that fourth down stop by Rocky. Second down and 8 after a gain of 2 out to the 3. Again, Williams. And again, Williams falls forward to the 5. So just playing it safe. I mean, Rocky just happy to be out of there, not giving up any more points. And if they have to punt, so be it. But if they can get 5 yards right here, they'd be a happy camper. They need 7, actually.
And this is going to be a big call here because you assume it's going to be a pass. And Sweeney might be throwing that ball from his own end zone.
So let's see what Sweeney does. He's in the shotgun. Williams is behind him. He's handed it off to him twice in a row. Fakes it to him this time. He's in the end zone. Here comes the pressure. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver, C.J. Jacobson. But he also had another guy that was wide open, Jackson Mason, and the ball wasn't thrown far enough.
Yeah. But again, that's just the pocket was breaking down. I think he felt the pressure coming.
Oh, absolutely.
Knew he was standing in the end zone and just got rid of it.
Yep. He did the same thing and just threw it where he had some open green where if it didn't get completed, it would fall incomplete.
Yeah.
So now they're going to have to punt it. And Quintez Evans, you know this is bad when he's standing at the 38 of Rocky Mountain. If you're Rocky Mountain, you don't want Quintez Evans that close to your end zone on a punt. Low snap, picked up, and is fumbled. And it's going to be either a touchdown or a safety. Did the punter get it back?
Yep, the punter got it back and then was tackled.
Wow. So the punter got it back. It's a safety. Tack 2 more points on there. Holy cow.
Oh. And not only that, but Mountain View's going to get the ball right back. So 4 possessions now for Rocky Mountain in the second half. 3 turnovers and now the safety.
Wow. Unbelievable. We were talking about no turnovers, no turnovers, no turnovers. Now it's turned into turnover city.
Yeah.
It's like a bakery.
That was good right there. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
That was good.
Thanks. I needed something.
So all the momentum now in favor of Mountain View.
Wow. And like you said, they're going to kick it from the 20-yard line. And Mountain View will have it back. You know, we talked about the last game. They led 19-0, and Rocky Mountain came roaring back. And they lost it 26-20, but, you know, they came back. Can they come back tonight here at Mountain View High School? That was over at Rocky Mountain. Tonight it's at Mountain View. We've got intermittent showers, so you know what? So far the wetness on the ball and the dampness hasn't affected Mountain View. It's just been rocky.
Yep.
And I will admit that one of the turnovers was just a mental error, not a physical one where you touched the ball and lost it.
That kickoff that nobody for Rocky touched.
Here's the punt. Not a deep one. Fair catch called for at the 42-yard line. So Grayson Flatten with a fair catch call for at the 42-yard line of Mountain View. And, again, great field position. Not as good as I thought they might get, but good field position for the Mountain View Mavericks.
And now Rocky's defense has got to step up. You have to keep Mountain View out of the end zone on this possession. So if they go up 26-6, that may be too much a hill to climb.
Exactly. Right now it's a pretty big climb because definitely a 2-possession game. And we've got 58 seconds to go in the third period, so now time becomes a factor, just getting those possessions in.
Because this could be the last play of the third quarter.
Here we go. Quintez Evans in the slot on the right side. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Haven't seen this set yet tonight. Dawson Wall all by himself in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 42. Now, here comes Quintez Evans back. He gets the handoff across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. Quintez Evans, a quick pickup of 5.
A.J. Edwards and Landon Young on the tackle for Rocky Mountain.
Back to pass. Wall. Can't find anybody. Bounces it outside. Still looking downfield. Now throws it. Almost intercepted.
I thought that was picked. I thought that was picked.
It could have been a pick 6, and it looked like it was picked, but it was dropped. Just couldn't squeeze it in.
Number 20 there.
Yeah.
Almost taking it to the house, Micah Clyde.
Yeah, Micah almost had a big night, and that could have turned this game around totally.
Yeah,
totally turned this game around. So it's 3rd down and 5 on the 48-yard line. Evans in motion. They hand it off to him up the middle. He stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all. And Rocky, Mountain View has used that play about 5 times tonight, and Rocky finally figured it out.
Yeah, they figured out the last couple times. And forces Mountain View into a 4th and long, and they're just going to punt the ball away. So good stop there by Rocky Mountain's defense to force Mountain View into a 3 and out.
So they're going to punt it away. That's what they needed. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we'll take a break. 3 quarters are in the book. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com. It's 19-6. The score, Mountain View.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Good punt.
We are back, and the punt by the Mavericks really deep into Rocky Mountain territory, inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line. Wow.
Really good punt there by Wall.
So Dawson Wall just got that away, and what's really interesting is that Rocky thought about, they're thinking now, and that's not good, because they thought about making a fair catch, then decided just to get away from the ball, and as a result, they've got the ball on the 5-yard line. 95 yards away, down 19-6. Wayne Dizzy-back, Clay Hatfield with you here on Treasure Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. 5A SIC Championship game right here on IdahoSports.com. Sweeney standing at the 1-yard line, got Arthur Williams behind him, fakes it to him, throws it over the middle, is complete, and a nice catch that time by Jackson Mason.
Alameen Abimbola, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Got my tongue twisted. Made the tackle.
Going quickly now. This is Williams. Williams out across the 30 to the 35-yard line, well, 33-yard line anyway. And that's going to be close to a first down. He could be a little bit shy, about a yard shy.
We now have some breathing room in this hurry-up offense. Looks good so far.
Yeah, and they are hurrying it up. This is the first time we've really seen them hurry it up this much. Let's see what Sweeney does on 2nd down and a long one. Fakes it, passes it, throwing it down the field. Incomplete, no call.
The official back there almost reached for his flag and decided against it.
Well, Jacobson that time was looking at the official, looking for a call, thought he had too close of the coverage, but there was no call. There was contact.
Yeah. But Sweeney was under pressure and had to get rid of that ball quickly.
So 3rd down and 1. They were going for all the marbles that time, and now you can't play without a football, guys. There we go. Got one from the sidelines. That's the first time I've seen that. Nobody wouldn't got the football after the incompleted pass, and they had to track it down. So 3rd down and 1. Ikibi in motion. High snap, picked up, pitch out to Williams. Williams in trouble, almost tripped up, and falls forward. I think at the last second he may have dived for the first down.
I think he's going to be short. They're marking him short. We have an injury on the far side as well.
Wow. Is that Williams? Because he was diving at that point.
No, it looks like it's Abimbola over there.
Oh, okay. I see now.
View.
Yep, I see. It's a Mountain View player. And it's so hard on that far sideline to see where they marked it. But, it was kind of a strange play because the pitch to Williams was backwards. And so he had to make up all that ground trying to run to the outside and get to the edge, and never really did. And Mavericks got a lot of speed. So they're working on the player on the sidelines. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break? We'll come back in a moment. And our score, 19-6 here in the 4th. At Mountain View High School.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
In the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Wayne DeZubac, Clay Hatfield here at Mountain View High School. We've got 10:54 to go in the ball game regulation. Our score: Mavericks 19, Rocky Mountain 6, and they're still working on the player. And he is finally up, and that's good news.
Yeah, he was down for a long time over there. Getting a little bit of assistance coming off the field.
So the Maverick player looks like he's okay, and Rocky Mountain players all took a knee right around him as the play was there. The other thing is that it looks like they marked Williams short of the first down. He had that end around. It's going to be 4th and 1. And if you're down 19-6 with 10:54 to go in a ball game, and you got the ball at your own 32-yard line, do you still go for it?
I think since it's 4th and this short, I think you have to go for it.
And see, I thought they should, when the last time when they went for it on 4th and short, they did a funky situation. I think they should just go with their regular offense, and they're doing it again. And the officials kind of stopped play for a minute. And now Rocky Mountain set up. So they're going for it on 4th and 1. Sweeney, he's going to keep it. Sweeney has the first down easily. And that's what I thought they should have done the last time, is not try to go with that wildcat formation where they lost it, turnover, the whole bit. They should have just kept it in Sweeney's hands, and at least, if nothing else, just handed it off. I think your best bet was with Arthur Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. But here they did it. They did it the normal way.
Right.
And were able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they got it out at the 37-yard line. So first down and 10 at the 37. Sweeney looking over to the sideline again. Play action fake. The throw intercepted. And that is picked off, and I think it was Kyle Ackley, but I'm not sure.
Kyle Ackley there with the pick. Just read that play the entire way. and was the first one to break back on the ball.
5th turnover. We talked about it at halftime.
5th consecutive.
Yeah, we talked about it, that there were no turnovers, and it was kind of a goofy situation because it was wet out there. Then it started to rain. We thought it could be a factor, but I did not expect 5 by Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, and 5 in a row. This has just been huge. And Rocky right now is lucky to only be down
I was going to just say that.
by 13.
They've got 5 turnovers, and they're only down by 13. My goodness. They're still in this thing. The Mavericks, if they're going to want to, really make them pay for the turnovers, they need to finish. Let's see what they do here. Handoff to Quintez Evans. Evans carries tacklers inside the 35, down to the 34.
A.J. Edwards on the tackle. But a nice first down run there.
Yeah, 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. He needs to get to the 30-yard line for a first down. He's at the 33. Man in motion. Hand it off to Evans. Evans very close to a first down. Definitely got 2.5 yards. Let's see if he got the 3 he needed. Looks like he's going to be about a foot shy.
Yeah, he's going to be just short there as A.J. Edwards was able to stop him from picking up that first down.
9:25 to go in the ball game. 3rd down. Definitely 2-down territory for the Mavericks. Again, Quintez Evans up the middle, breaks it. He's inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. A 12-yard pickup just like that, and Quintez Evans is trying to take this game on his shoulders and put it away.
And so far he's doing well. He's more than happy to carry this team. Troy Wilkie on the tackle there, saving the touchdown.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Again, Quintez Evans, left side, bounces off one tackler, inside the 10, down to the 9. He just bounces off guys. He does. They get a shoulder pad on him, but they can't bring him down.
5'10", 190 pounds, got that low center of gravity there, and just keeps his legs going.
Ball on the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Wall hands it off to Evans. Evans looks, cuts back up the middle, inside the 5, down to the 2. And that's a first down. 1st and goal to go for the Mountain View Mavericks.
And just again, another patient run from Evans. Was going right. The hole wasn't there like he wanted. Saw one going to the left, cut it back, and was able to pick up positive yards.
He just sees that hole when he's in there. And give it to this offensive line. They are really breaking some running room for Quintez Evans. Hand it off to Evans. Evans powers his way down to the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Parker Weatherly in on the tackle there from his D-line position.
2nd down and goal from the 1. And I mean, you just got to, you dance with the partner you brung.
Yeah.
And I think they're just going to have to keep handing it up, just feeding Quintez Evans. The only difference may be if Wall fakes to him and carries it.
That's what I was just about to say there. Watch for the fake
Wall
here.
Hands it off to Evans. Evans bounces it out, grabs onto the back jersey of a lineman, and goes in for the touchdown. He was holding on to his lineman's jersey in front of him to say, pull me, buddy, pull me.
Kind of directing him where to go, and his lineman followed orders, led the way into the end zone.
So 25-6 is our new score. And in the 4th period, Evans with another touchdown. 3rd of the night. And the extra point attempt coming up. Kick is up. Looks good like everything else has all night long. And it is. So 26-6. Our new score here at Mountain View. Right now, Mountain View, they're 8-0, Clay. They're saying, hey, they're still fighting that number 1 bugger because, Rigby's there.
Rigby.
You got Rigby. We're saying we're pretty good. but we're not getting that respect. We want to be 9-0 with 7:15 to go. They're that far away from a 9-0 regular season.
Which would be a great way to cap off the regular season, 9-0 with a big win over Rocky Mountain. But if you're Rocky, you're lucky to only be down by 20 right now. It's 3 scores, but there's still time left on the clock. But their offense is going to have to get something going on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to hit a quick hit where they've got to get something that's going to happen in a heartbeat. All right, Steeker is deep, and it's going to be a little pooch kick. Bounces over the top of the first wave of Rocky Mountain players. Second wave has it at the 33. And down right there is Caden Kelly.
So like you said, Rocky's going to have to do something here, and it's going to have to be quick.
Yeah, they need a quick strike. They can't just sit there and, kind of run the clock out. It's looking pretty dim right now for Rocky Mountain, down 26-6, that 20-point game. But again, a quick strike, anything can happen. Let's see if Rocky's got something and can put the gas pedal down. They throw it out in the flat. It's caught. And that's a QB out to the 42, 43-yard line, out of bounds.
Aiden Whipple on the tackle there. But Akibi kept in bounds, so the clock's going to keep rolling.
Thing of it is, you're going to give up that 6-yard gain. Although on first down, that's probably too much if you're Mountain View.
Yeah.
Trips to the far side. No receivers to the near side. Second down. Handoff to Arthur up the middle. Well, that's not excuse me, that's not Arthur. That's a new running back, I think.
Yeah, that's number 21, Kate Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson's in there. So I saw that just as he handed off to him. I said, wait a minute, that's not, now Arthur's back. So Thompson was in there for a play.
Jackson Beck on the tackle.
So 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 42-yard line. Got to get it right to the 45-yard line for a first down. Coming up on 6 to go in a ball game. Down by 20. Rocky Mountain. See what they can do. They need this one. They send Akibi in motion. High snap. Arthur has it. Weaves his way. He's going to be short of a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. And if you're Rocky, you got to go for it, Clay.
Wow, they're giving him the first down.
They are?
Yeah.
He needed to get to the 35, and they moved it at the 35. Mountain View fans are not going to like that.
No,
that
they
mark.
are not. Because the official on the far side marked him at the 34.
Yeah, that was a pretty generous mark, I will say. All right, Sweeney looks back at Arthur and hands it to Williams. Nope. Yep, he does. Williams bounces it out, cross midfield, down to the 47, right around the 47-yard line. Goes out of bounds.
Tackle made by Sosiah Ross. But again, another handoff. I don't know. It seems like the offense needs to be moving more quickly.
They got to do something, I would think. It's 2nd down and 2, so an 8-yard gain right there. But right now, the offense itself, as they're looking over to the sidelines, whatever they decide to call is one thing, but they're just taking their time.
Yeah.
If you got a 35-second play clock, they're using most of it. Here we go.
Tyson Grove checks in, defensive back. Watch that here.
Sweeney back to pass. Now looking downfield. Throws it, overthrows his intended receiver, Luke Hanchett. So Luke Hanchett basically was open for a moment, but the throw was over his head.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2. So 2 big plays here for Rocky Mountain to pick up the first down.
Ball at the 47-yard line of Mountain View. Sweeney keeps it himself. Runs outside, and they pick that up in a hurry. And he doesn't gain anything. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 4th down and about 2. Maybe a half a foot is what he got.
And it was Garrett McKenna there just sealing the edge on the defensive line and keeping Sweeney from getting any yards there.
So 4th down and 2. And no gain. Ball at the 47-yard line. Could this be the last gasp? Handoff up the middle. And what a run by Arthur Williams. And you could see the urgency in his leg strength that time. He just pushed the whole pile. First down as he gets it inside the 45 to the 44.
Yeah, he was not going to be denied on that first down run right there.
Clock continues to tick, though. 3:50 to go. Williams goes in motion. He's flanked way out to the right. Third receiver on the right side. Empty backfield for Sweeney. Sweeney passing, looking for Hanchett. I'm sorry, yeah, it's Jacobson. And Jacobson again looks around for a flag. No flag.
Just good coverage.
Yeah.
Just solid coverage downfield there by the Mavericks.
Really handsy, but good coverage, you know.
I think both players there were doing a little hand fighting.
Yeah, there's a little hand fighting going on there. A little hand combat going on. Brings it back to the 44-yard line where it's 2nd down and 10. Good job at Mountain View not to let anything get deep.
Yeah.
Playing a double safety right now. Play action fake. Sweeney gonna be brought down at the 49-yard line. Spun around, taken care of, and a loss of about 6 yards.
That was 19. Max Maley getting back there and putting Sweeney down.
So 3rd down and long. 3rd down, 14. Ball back at the 48 is where they put his forward progress. Sweeney. Again, 4 down territory, so they got 2 more plays at least. Back to pass. Gets rushed again, sacked again. This time all the way back to the 42-yard line of Rocky Mountain.
Tyler Halford there on a little stunt move, came through unblocked and absolutely buried Sweeney.
Yeah, they just, when you're up 26-6 and clock is ticking away down to 2:30, you can pin the ears back and come after it. Like you said, Mountain View just came right after him.
And it paid off in a big way. It's going to force Rocky Mountain into a punt here.
That's 4th down and 24. I don't know, man. I probably would have you got 2:14 to go. High snap. Here's the kick. I don't know that I would have given it up, but they do. And the ball takes a nice Rocky Mountain hop all the way down to the 14-yard line. But still, you can have a nice hop, but you're down by 20. You need the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know that I wouldn't have gone for it on 4th down. I mean, I know if you don't make it, it's over.
Yeah.
But I think it's over now.
I think it's pretty close.
I think it's the same thing.
Rocky still has all 3 timeouts, but 2:46. That's a hard row to hoe.
Yeah. No, and I agree. In normal circumstances, I wouldn't even think about it. But given the fact here, maybe you got some kind of a crazy play and hook and lateral or some goofy thing that you come up with that, you get half of it back, you lateral to somebody, and you get lucky. But anyway, they kicked it away, and so at the 14-yard line, Flatten in motion. Guess who has it? Quintez Evans. And he doesn't need to get much. He gets it across the 15 out to the 17-yard line. Pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7, and the clock continues to roll. You mentioned it, 3 timeouts for Rocky Mountain, but will they use them at this point?
Doesn't look like they're going to.
Yep.
So they just might be content here to let the clock run out as well, lick their wounds, and get ready for playoff game in a couple
action.
Weeks.
Exactly. Yep. Have a bye next week. Big practice week, and both teams have byes, and that's what they're doing. They're not calling a timeout, and obviously Mountain View using all the play clock. This one's going to be in the books, folks. 9-0 for Mountain View. Handoff, Quintez Evans. Short of a first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. But the clock down to 1:13 and still counting. Rocky's going to leave the 3 timeouts on the board. So Chris Cooley going to sit there and say, okay, we're going to live to fight another day. Rocky going to fall to 7-2. Mountain View going to go to 9-0.
and making a case for that number one.
Absolutely. They're sending a message over to Eastern Idaho saying, Rigby, watch out. We're here. Handoff up the middle. Looks like it's a first down. Yep, that'll do it. That's the 25, 26-yard line. And Mountain View now can start to celebrate. It's very apparent that Rocky is going to leave the 3 timeouts on the board. We're under 30 seconds to go. And Mountain View coming up with 5 Rocky Mountain turnovers in the second half. Turn this thing around. It was a 1-point ball game at half, Clay, 7-6. And basically Rocky Mountain held scoreless in the second half.
Just not only a great job by the Mountain View defense, but a really good job by this coaching staff to go in at halftime, make those adjustments, and just Rocky not able to hold on to the ball in the second half really spelled doom for them.
There you go. It's a final score. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have our player of the game again. The final score, 26-6. Mountain View over Rocky Mountain. Mountain View 9-0 on the year.
Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Welcome back, everybody. One last time, Wayne Dzubak, Clay Hatfield with you as the Mountain View Mavericks get their trophy as 5A SIC district champions after a 26-6 win over the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies in the championship game here tonight at Mountain View. 7-6 at halftime in favor of Mountain View, and then 5 turnovers really for Rocky Mountain in the second half and 7 possessions, and that pretty much did them in. And Mountain View has won against Rocky twice this year, both times putting 26 points on the board, 26-20 and 26-6. And they finished the season at 9-0, and now they've got the next week off, both teams do, and then they get into the playoffs. So Mountain View got it done tonight.
Yeah, they really did. And you know, you mentioned those 5 turnovers. That really helped Mountain View take away this championship tonight, and completely undid Rocky Mountain. You know, five turnovers and 7 possessions is just incredible.
Alrighty, and our player of the game, we paused here because I think we put our player of the game in the wrong spot, but you know what? We're good. We can put it wherever you want to put it, you know, we're good. And our player of the game is Quintez Evans, who had 184 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight on 37 carries. Get this, in the last game against Rocky Mountain, he carried the ball 30 times for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 184 yards. Talk about, that was the game plan tonight. Just let him hand it off to Quintez. He'll rush for about 180 yards and score a couple of 3 touchdowns, and we'll be done.
Yeah, and that'll be game. Perfect. Perfectly executed by Mountain View.
Unbelievable what they got done here tonight. So Quintez Evans is our player of the game, and congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Mavericks. What a job they got done here tonight, winning it by a score of 26-6. So, Clay, thanks for being with me tonight. It's always fun to work with you, and I appreciate you coming by and doing the championship game with me tonight.
My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. This was a great game and a great time to spend with you as well.
It was fun. This has been an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Our major sponsors that make coverage on IdahoSports.com possible include your local Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. Also like to thank our local advertisers too, our Power Boosters, Gridiron Rehab and Athletic Fitness, Ultimate Heating and Air, the College of Western Idaho, Metro Appraisals, Donna Jecka with Pacific Residential Mortgage, and Big Judd's. And, of course, our webcast sponsor tonight is Bob's Bicycles of Boise and D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is community banking. Again, congratulations to Quintez Evans, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Thank you, Scott Dew, the activities director here at Mountain View High School, for all your hospitality. And thanks for joining us. Again, the final score tonight, Mountain View 26, Rocky Mountain 6. For my broadcast partner, Clay Hatfield, I'm Wayne Dzubak. And for everybody else behind the scenes at IdahoSports.com, it's on to the playoffs, Clay.
Here we go.
We're ready to rock and roll.
Right. Let's do this.
You bet. Mountain View 26. Rocky Mountain 6. Good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted